Hello guys, Angry Grants here, and I'm gonna be showing you the quick honorable mentions before I get straight to the top 10 list. Let's do it now.
Could get you buried real quick. Look at his face.
Well, it's just a machine.
This is the day of reckoning.
Jumpy, help us!
Jumpy, do something! They're out there! I need help!
What chance is there that Hope could win?
The cards are stacked against Hope.
They say Billy Hope can't make it. Billy Hope is over. This is your time. This is your moment.
You can control your destiny.
There are no strings on me.
Alright guys, you saw the honorable mentions. I will not be explaining them in detail, because you know what to expect from what I'm going to say. They all terrific films in their own way. And now let's get to, hold on, there we go. Camera moved a little bit. Yeah, let's get straight to number 10, which is almost a size like this, but it can fit through there. You know what I'm talking about. Ant-Man. Yep, number 10 is Ant-Man. I loved this film better than the Age of Ultron, just to be quite honest. And his villain, it's not that bad, but it's still one of those generic villains. And soon Marvel's gonna get their back scratched by the DC with their line of villains, since all of them are credible. The acting is great. The direction that the guy has to take over Edgar Wright's position of direction did a good job from preventing this project from collapsing. And the writing is great. Everything's great about this film. And yeah, let's get to number 9, which I have a mission that I choose to accept. Yep, it's number 9. It's mission of...
Let's make it count.
Open the door!
Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying. Benji, open that door right now!
Oh my God!
Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I wasn't really that into Mission Impossible before Rogue Nation came out, but when I saw this film, my mind was blown of how good this film was. It had great direction, great acting, especially from Tom Cruise, who always puts 100% effort to whatever film he is in, unlike Adam Sandler, who loves to shove every single joke right up our asses. And it had suspense compared to something like a Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious films, I don't feel that there's a lot of tension. I know there's gonna be another one because Vin Diesel wants to get another Fast and Furious out of his butt and go, here go, Furious 8, negating what I thought was a great ending to the franchise in Furious 7, but Vin Diesel has to make another one. And I'm not looking forward to 8, but I will go watch it just for me to get surprised. But still, I don't want it Furious 8, 9, or 10. That just shows Vin Diesel's desire to have money instead of respecting Paul Walker and ending the franchise now. Because look at how much money they got. They got like 1.5 billion. Now I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. Sorry, that little rant about the Furious franchise. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Mission Impossible 6, whatever it's called. And let's hope Tom Cruise puts another 100% effort into his film. And the stunts felt real. You felt like you can hold on to the side of the plane for dear life, and not. I'm hoping not to have one of your fingers start to go for you to fly off. And so much things happen in the film, and it causes a lot of hit in the heart. Going, oh God, I hope Tom Cruise survives this. Alright, number 8. Number 8 came at the right time for this film. I watched this film like a month ago, and I think the DVD already came out then. I decided to watch the film. I did it in the back-to-back style. I watched this film and Spy in one night. I will not talk about Spy in my opinion on Spy until I feel like to. Number 8, Pixar. Thank goodness you're back. Yep, I'm talking about Inside Out.
That could have been a disaster.
Well, that was a disaster.
Come, fly with me, cachinha.
How predictable am I? I love this film. This film hits the heartstrings. It hit me right in the end going, I wish I saw this. That's what happens to you. When you're at your most terrible moments, this film makes you feel a lot better. Going, thank you, Pixar. Glad you're back. In those type of moments. And the voices in the film, like joy, anger, disgust, sadness, and fear, all the pretty much realistic emotions in our head. And you always think fear, and you sometimes get disgusted, you'll feel joy, you'll feel anger, and especially when you feel sad. And I felt more like disgust when I had that time when I couldn't tell. When I felt bad, I felt bad around the 3-week no video period over in July and June, after the Watchmen review. Yeah, I'm glad this film came out and made me a lot better. And thank you again, Pixar, for making me a lot better, and hopefully you get nominated for Best Picture. Let's hope for that. Number 7. Number 7 is gonna go straight out of Compton.
What we can't play. This ain't WA. Yo, Dre. What up? I got something to say.
We can keep going, man. We can take over the goddamn world.
Feel a little dust of wind and on deck. Believe a memory, no one will be forgetting. So as I leave, believe I'm stomping. But when I come back, boy, I'm coming straight out of Compton.
Yep, straight out of Compton. I ain't heard nothing about NWA. I only heard who Ice Cube was, but I never knew he was part of NWA. That was until this film came out. When this film came out, and all the buzz is coming out, I went, oh, alright, I'll go give this a watch. And weeks before I saw it, I watched 8 Mile just to prep up the biopic music dramas. And when I saw this film, I feel like I got prepped right. This film has a great story, great acting, especially from Ice Cube's son and the one who played Eazy-E. That's terrific acting, and hopefully all those 3 guys, the main focus of the film, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Eazy-E, hopefully those guys who played them, the actors who played them, gets nominated for the Oscar. They all deserved it. And it's terrific music beats in the film. They chosen in the right moments. They didn't put music in the background like one scene where it felt odd, like going to strip club and then have that music go turn on. That would feel a little bit weird. And then going to mama's home and have that music on. No, the film put in the right order of when to put the music beats. When the music beats are on, I felt entertained. And it teaches that pretty much the world that what was police brutality back in the early 90s. And especially good morale lesson. Yeah, the film overall is a masterpiece in my level. Loved it, and I sub more people who watches this film for aspiring gangster rappers or pop artists watches this film going, I better not fake what my message is. MWA has a message in their songs. Now let's get to number 6, which is a great homage to, hold on. Forgot my important ingredient. Sorry about that, I need to get my drink of water for a bit. Alright. Yeah, number 6, pay homage to the great franchise started in the 1970s. And the film came out this year. It's one of the greatest film experiences I have ever saw. And that is Creed.
You belong here.
You should be able to grab one of these birds.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Chickens are slowing down.
You're thinking I was talking about Star Wars and ripping off Jeremy Johns' joke. No pun intended. And sorry, Jeremy, if you saw this video ripping off your joke. I only did it for the sake of this video, since I'm too am a Star Wars fan. Now let's move on. Yeah, Creed is well directed and well acted, and such as a good film. And the story in the film is terrific. I felt like Sylvester Stallone actually gives a damn about making a performance instead of cramming it in his Rocky sequels. No pun, and I'm sorry to say that, if you're offended at that, but that's just me thinking without seeing the other Rocky films. It goes and pay homage to the first Rocky film, and I felt like I saw the first Rocky film. Except the first Rocky film is different. And this one doesn't feel like a whole entire ripoff of the first Rocky. And if you ask me between Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and this, in terms of homages, Creed did it better. Unlike The Force Awakens. Force Awakens did it well, but this film did it a lot better. I felt like the homages felt right, put right story beats, and so on and so on. And this film, I'm glad it's getting well respected. And that's perfectly segue to number 5. A director back to the picture and finally repays for what he did to me when I watched that Robin Hood film. Yes, the Robin Hood film that everyone forgot about because he directed an amazing, wholly horrible and boring and so on and so on and so on and so on. I'm talking about the film that brought it back, finally, is The Martian.
Tell the world, tell my family that I never stopped fighting to make it home.
Thank God Ridley Scott is back. Thank goodness Ridley Scott is back. Because without this film, everyone would have doubted him with his previous sequels, and we would have moved on to Aliens 5. And whenever it's actually going to come out. Yeah, this film it's a really well told of a survival story. And it's pretty much what Screen Junkies called it, Castaway in Space, but except this has no plane, and Matt Damon didn't get knocked out of the ship and fall down on the planet going, oh great. Yeah, the film, great direction, well paced, well acted, especially for Matt Damon and the supporting cast from the ship for most entirely of the film, and well played by Ridley Scott to make this film based on a great book, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Thank goodness Ridley Scott is back. I saw Blade Runner but I don't barely remember the film, so I felt bored watching that film the first time. Don't know why everyone loves it, but I'm probably gonna need to watch it again just to love it. You know what I mean? Number 4 is the surprise of the year. No one expected this film to be good as it was, especially from me. You know, I just gotta tell it already. You know what it is. It's Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Sounds like a lot of people are going to die.
Do I look like I give them?
You can't always please the crowd. Still not bowing down. This heavy crowd.
Son of a bitch.
Kingsman: The Secret Service. Oh my god, this film is so good! Oh my god, I never expected this film to be good as it is. And I didn't expect the film to be well acted, especially from Colin Firth, especially from him, and Elge Edgerton, whatever the guy's name is, from the main lead. And a great time spent with Mark Hamill just to give everyone a reminder where's Luke all this time? Oh, where's Luke Skywalker? I haven't seen him in him. Who's the guy who played Luke Skywalker? Where is he in all this time? At least he made an appearance. And he put on his Joker voice a little bit, if you're wondering. And I do admire his vocal performance of the Joker. He's the absolute Joker. But back to the Kingsman. Kingsman is one of the best surprises of the year. I didn't expect this film to be funny at all. When I watched the trailer, I went, oh, it's probably going to be terrible. I think I'll go see it because it looks fun. Want to see this film? Now, that's actually what happened. One funny scene in the film made me go, and I didn't expect it to be as funny as it is. I thought it's going to be just one of the mill funny films, but when I saw it, I went over how good it was. I won't play that joke anymore for the rest of this list. Alright, number 3. This will get a lot of people going, what's that number 1? What is that number 1? Number 3 is Mad Max Fury Road. And let me explain what I say 3. There's 2 better films in this. I felt better than Mad Max Fury Road, that gave me a bigger impact and better thought-provoking. And better in terms of how they do things, but this is my list. I do what the heck I want. Mad Max Fury Road, do you know the story? It has no story. That's what's good about this film. It keeps going with its action sequences. Then you go, finally you stop, and then bam, right back at it. And that's what's good about this film. It never really gets a break just to tell the story. It tells the story what was given. Act 1, action. Act 2, action. Act 3, a little bit of break, and then action. And then ending, break, and then boom, end credits. And I'm very excited. Hopefully, I'm hoping for Mad Max The Wasteland. Mad Max The Wasteland to be very good. So that means we can able to have a great combination of great action and great direction from George Miller, and that's coming from a 7-year-old or 8, depending on if I get a screwed up, I'll put it in the screen. Yeah, I'm really surprised of how the film went. It's just one of the best surprises of the year. And number 2 will be accompanied by LoganCrews. So, hey, so say hello to everyone, Logan.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Rant?
I should really change my username sometime soon. Oh, wait, you're not supposed to be here.
Let me just state first off, thank you very much for letting me be on your channel doing this video with you.
Hey guys, Angerant here, and you're probably wondering why I pulled another video effect at you is because I forgot to film the scenes. I forgot to film a sitting down and talk to film. Like there will be a time that yeah, you're getting what I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, this film is for aspiring filmmakers, and I appreciate anyone who thinks this is a aspiring filmmakers class, as I thought as well. Yeah, I just going that off improv hugely, and Logan is also informed about I had to do this just to save editing time and from obvious switching shirts and different no jacket mistakes. So enjoy the rest of the video, guys.
I am really enjoying taking time off to do this collaboration with you.
Alright, let's get this straight to number 2. This is why I brought him on. Number 2, Ex Machina.
Who's the real test? You.
Is it strange to have made something that hates you?
What will happen to me if I fail your test?
I start with you first, Logan.
Absolutely. I mean, I could not agree more. This movie is strong in every aspect of the word, really. I mean, it's strong in direction, it's strong in style, it's strong in acting, it's strong in dialogue, it's strong in message, it's strong in cinematography. I mean, this is a movie that, even if you've seen 1,000 other movies, 1,000,000 other movies, you'll watch it and it's something new. It's something powerful. It's something with a real knack of strength and where to put the strength. I mean, there are movies that do have the strength and they put it in the wrong places. They'll put it in action, like Michael Bay, and they'll put the strength and the action over the strength and story, but everything here is perfectly balanced. I mean, it really is a cool watch. It's a cool watch, and it sits well after you watch it, and because of that, it's definitely something that you can remember to the teeth weeks after you've seen it.
I highly agree, Logan. That's what I feel about the film as well, just to mind you. Yeah, let's continue.
My insight about the film basically sums up to nearly flawless. This is in terms of movies that came out in 2015, this is probably the most flawless movie I have ever seen that year. I mean, it's so stylish, it's so thought-provoking, but most importantly, this could have so easily been one of those movies that ruin a good idea.
Yeah, like that other film that came out this year.
And what I mean by that is movies that will take a very good idea or set of ideas and will just water it down with a bad script, bad acting, like another movie that came out this year, or 2015 rather, Selfless, with Ryan Reynolds and Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, I love Ryan Reynolds and Ben Kingsley.
The movie about where a dying old man can put his spirit and his ideologies inside a younger body to keep his bloodline living on. Now see, that's a good idea. Great idea, which could prove for some thought-provoking content, but of course it took the crappy-ass action movie route and completely watered it down. So when I had heard about this, I didn't see it immediately. I'd seen Selfless first, because I was really looking forward to that. I love Ryan Reynolds, I love Ben Kingsley, and it sounded thought-provoking, was very disappointed by it, but that just made me worried for this. I mean, look at all other movies that have had a great idea but have just ruined it with a bad script. In Time, The Final Cut, Selfless, as I said before, this could have so easily been one of those. But no, this doesn't just pack a punch, but this just throws everything at you. I mean, this This, as you said, this is a movie for aspiring filmmakers, and a true platform to support that would be that this is a first-time director. I mean, this is the guy who wrote Sunshine and, to a lesser extent, 28 Days Later.
Also, for the trivia fact, Jeremy Renner is in it, and it's one of his first blockbuster type films that is in.
And this is his first time directing, and if you watch it, you would never know that. I mean, this man has a true knowledge of filmmaking in every aspect of the word, and what I think I love most about this film, besides the fact, obviously, that it's good when it should be, which shouldn't even be a reason to like it, because that should go for all movies, but as some crappy directors like Tarsem, who made Selfless...
Sounds familiar.
I can't even say the word without the bad taste in my mouth. But no, as some directors just ruin these bad ideas, this guy just knows what he's doing, and that should be the standard. But unfortunately, it's not. We don't have a lot of movies like this. We don't have as many movies like this as we should. And in a way, that makes it, a little more powerful, because you hear it's a sci-fi movie, you hear the plot, and you don't think it's as powerful, or it's going to be as powerful as it is, but it is. And as I was saying before, a main reason why I think this movie succeeds is its characters. I mean, wow, these characters are great. In fact, I just got out of The Revenant. That's why I'm still in my sweatshirt and sunglasses and everything.
Yep, I saw The Revenant after filming the video, so yeah, that's why it's not in this list for those expecting it to be.
And the main character of this, the Gleason, whose name isn't Brendan, I can't remember, it's like Domhnall or something, I can't pronounce it.
Hey audience, just help out what Logan's trying to say is, it's Donald Gleason, is what it's trying to say. Let's continue with the video.
But yeah, he's great in this, and he was in The Revenant. Oscar Isaac was amazing in this movie. He's one of the great actors of this era. I mean, in between The Force Awakens, Drive, Inside Llewyn Davis, which I didn't think was a good movie, but his performance was just excellent. And in here, he does not disappoint. But the real star of the show here is Alicia. Her name leaves me. It starts with a V. Her last name starts with a V. She plays the robot in this movie, and this is simply the best performance by any actress in 2015. And of course, as the Golden Globes did, the Oscars will probably not realize that. They will not even nominate
Michael B. Jordan for Best Actor in Creed. I thought he did a great performance, but everyone keeps dismissing him.
I mean, to make a non-sentient being have emotion, have love, have deceit, that is just incredible. And she was magnetic in this. And
yeah, I have trouble pronouncing her name, but I do agree. She is very good in the film. One of my surprising actresses of the year.
The performances are so great in this. Just remember, I mean, Oscar Isaac was a live wire. I mean, he was a live wire, and that ties into what I really love about this movie. Again, the characters and the mystery behind them. Because this is a movie, going into it, with a lot of these characters, you know just something is seedy, that something's not right. I mean, I can compare this to The Gift with Jason Bateman that came out also 2015. You go into it not knowing a lot about these characters, but just right from the get-go, you know something is untrustworthy. Something is skeevy about these characters, and you want to find out, and it really is a ride. What I really love, again, is the fact that there's focus on the human and the android characters, because, again, this could really be a focus piece where it only focuses on the android and not a lot on the humans, but no, this is an intense examination. I love those kind of movies. This is really a film fan's movie, as you said. This is a movie lover's movie right here. They really know what they're doing in writing, in everything, and every step of the way, this movie is so atmospheric, and it's shot so beautifully, and the sets are beautiful, The locations are beautiful, and the acting is magnetic, and it really is, like I said, a flawless movie. And the writing is so good. You want to find out more about this story, and it's so strange because you'll find out the stuff you want to find out in this movie, but then you'll find out more things that you never even thought about.
To mention that this film is also a message about how does AI corrupt man. Like, for example, I do 5 sessions with you and then you tell me something else is, and we say all this dumb for, but this film does it.
Yes, I completely agree. This is a movie about the dangers of AI and how it can corrupt, and it takes that message and puts a new spin on it, and something that we haven't seen. I mean, out of the films that discuss the dangers of AI, this is clearly the better one. Thank you, Steven Spielberg, for that piece of crap that you gave us, but you and Kubrick. But, yeah, in this, like I said, this really takes an age-old discussion, an age-old ideology, and just puts a new, modernized spin on it, a new stylish spin on it. And for a first-time director, it does it so perfectly, and I'm really hoping to see more out of this director. I'm excited to see what the future holds for him.
Alright, my opinion on the film, I thought this film is thought-provoking, great performances, and so on and so on and so on. This film has only like 3 cast members to the whole entire film, and they all did a great job, and 2 actors are in Star Wars. Donald Gleason and Oscar Isaac. I knew Oscar Isaac is gonna be good in Star Wars. I knew what to expect from him. And if you see my review of Star Wars: The Force Awakens, you will already know what I'm talking about. And I thought the visual effects were great, and it's one of the best visual effects I have ever saw put on a human body. Just to make it look more human, and a little bit of suit, and then a little bit of visual effects. Alright, yeah, thanks a lot, LoganCrews, for hopping onto my list, top 10 list for a while before you're able to finish your top 15 worst, whatever amount of worst music of 2015 list. So, thank you for spending some time with me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'd love to do more collaborations, and this is just something that I don't do enough, and I really should do more. I'd love to do more, and that's why I'm so glad you gave me the opportunity to talk about this movie again, because it will be in my best movies of 2015 also, and I had a really good time with this, and thanks again for letting me be on your channel and in your video, and if you'll excuse me, I'm going back to the hole.
Alright, thanks a lot, Logan. Yeah, let's get to number 1, and I'm gonna let InsideJacobsMind unveil number 1. So, Jacob, do the honors.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. InsideJacobsMind here. Now, Lockie was gonna bring me in, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna announce number 1 for you, because we'll bring a bit of a presence, and I'd like to, join and help out, because I can't make my list for another few weeks. But anyway, without further ado, let's get a drum roll. Wasn't it? The Anger Rant's number 1 best movie of 2015 is 50 Shades of Grey. Now, where do I begin with this movie? The cinematography was absolutely flawless, and it really had a great emotional through line. You can't make dialogue this great unless you're an absolute genius. Whoever wrote this book is definitely going places. It definitely wasn't a Twilight fan fiction or anything, but it was a fan.
Jacob,
what? What's
what
wrong
are you
with
doing?
What's wrong? What? I thought that was the plan.
Oh, sorry about that, because InsideJacobsMind refused to reveal the real number 1. So, sit on your butts for a few seconds until we resolve this issue. So, bye.
Fuck your video, man. You don't need my help. 50 Shades of Grey is the best movie of all time.
Back to your regularly scheduled top 10 best movies list. Of course, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it. The dark side. A Jedi. They're real.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
And I know what you're gonna say. Oh my god, you big Star Wars fanboy. I am a Star Wars fanboy. Alright, Star Wars The Force Awakens. I felt like this film is a welcome addition to the new Star Wars trilogy. And since it started a new trilogy, it has to leave a lot of questions out. A New Hope didn't really answer a lot of questions, like it didn't reveal Darth Vader's backstory until 6. And nobody knew what was the Emperor that guy mentioned in Episode 4. And it left questions for 5 and 6 to answer. And this film did the exact same as the Empire, where all the questions are left out. And in Episode 8 or 9, I had to do their best job just to slice all the questions instead of making more questions. Otherwise it will become an average Christopher Nolan film. I love this film. No mention about it. And Harrison Ford. This will be this segment. This little bit will be spoilers, so you can mute it. And I'll put this up just for you to bring the volume back up for me to finish off the spoilers. So right now, Han Solo's death scene in the film was one of the best structured I ever seen. I was there at opening night, just wearing the costume. I had my mask off, I think, or kept it on, I don't even remember. I kept the mask on, or I think I took it off, but whatever. I was watching there, hearts racing, going. And all my life I was watching that character, Han Solo, when I watched all 1 to 6. I was scared for him. I knew he was screwed. You could tell from his facial expression going, oh, got me so screwed. And when he died by his own son, Ben Solo, damn, it was one of the most emotional impact scenes of 2015. And will be on my top 12 Star Wars moments if I ever make one. And I have the list planned out, but I just, when I will do it. Now you can. Alright, you're back. Or you just decided to skip ahead where I can put these up. Alright, the film had great scores from John Williams once again. He's a genius in terms of music. He's like a music god. A god of music. Whenever I see a film like Star Wars, watch all 6 of them, I can see the god of music of John Williams' score plays on. When I see Steven Spielberg film, the god of music himself appears again. When I mean the god of music, I mean in the movie industry. So in case you're getting confused there. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's great to see Han Solo, Leia, and Luke Skywalker again from this film, and great new characters, Poe, Finn, Rey. They're all great characters, and I felt like they're absolutely gonna be a great trio for films to come. And let's hope the next 2 female leads, if I get her correctly for me, and Del Toro So those guys nail out of the park going, we got this. And Marcel Totoro plays Admiral Thrawn from the Expanded Universe. If they brought him back from the Expanded Universe to this new canon. Where I got that from, I got it from Angry Joe's spoilers discussion. Go through all the top 10. I totally believe is reasoning for Thrawn to be in it. But yeah, and I'm one of those believers who think Snoke's Plagueis. Just for you guys to know, I'm still one of those believers of Plagueis, even though Andy Serkis said that he's no Plagueis, Snoke is no Plagueis, which I totally think he's gonna do the Khan situation again, where they have to lie about their role, like Khan, for example, where Benedict Cumberbatch, J.J. Abrams, all the Star Trek cast has to lie about Benedict Cumberbatch being Khan and then later being ruined by the DVD box. They ruined it. They should have said John Harrison just to keep the spoiler alive. But I just went, why not just put Khan's name in there? Just for the fans to know that they're right all this time. And Rocksteady did the exact same thing with Arkham Knight. If you haven't seen my review and have seen the spoiler segment, you know how angry I was, or how annoyed I was when I found out, just the spoilers for the game, that the gamer finds out, like myself, finds out that Arkham Knight is Jason Todd. I went, God damn it, Rocksteady. I didn't thought Jason Todd's Arkham Knight. I totally believed him, and I went, they went for the Khan thing again. And I totally think Andy Serkis is in it. In with the Khan Khan motive, which I will call from now on. When episode 8 comes out, you're gonna hear a final conclusion of me saying it's a Khan all over again, or he's right. Whenever they're gonna reveal Snoke's backstory, which is yeah. Alright, yeah, you know, that's my top 10 list of the year. What's your top 10, may I ask? You can post them in the comments below, so I can respond to your top 10, or you make a top 10 films of the year in response to this video. Make sure to link it so I can see it. So I can later promote you in a future video for, yeah. And I'm gonna thank LoganCrews and InsideJacobsMind for cameo in this list. For segments like LoganCrews decided to tag along for Ex Machina when I asked him to. I'm gonna thank him for that. And Jacob, I'm glad that he's a part of this list for several reasons. And since we having a decent friendship over Facebook, we will hopefully do more collaborations with each other. With me and Logan and me and Jacob. I'm hoping to do a little bit more collaborations for promotion of my channel. And hopefully Nate finally finds me and puts me into dramatic readings. And you could tell that I'm actually finally got Sony Vegas. Because I had to use the Movie Maker for majority of my time on the other laptops. But anyway, guys, thank you very much, and may the force be with you, and bye-bye.